What's up, man? Happy Wednesday to y'all, man. Y'all see I got off camera mode today, man. Ghost mode, man. I seen my guy MKIS do this. So I was like, man, how he do that? Nah, I figured it out, man. It's over. Yeah, I'm saying. I know y'all might enjoy me on camera, but I'm sure it's just as good off camera. But today we're gonna be talking about feeling the need of depending on others, man. And we've all been there in a sense, man. At some point I feel like I needed friends that I had around, this and that, other people, so forth, so on. But you don't really need others, bro. You just really need yourself and God. And if you do happen to have maybe one or two parents around, and y'all have a good relationship, that parent, because as an adult, it's like not too many people can really help you. You feel what I'm saying? And just putting your hope on another person is an easy way to be disappointed, or for that to ruin a relationship, because you gotta think about it from an adult standpoint. It's like besides your parents who genuinely love you and stuff like that, yes, there's not too many people that's really, willing to go to the end of the world and back for you, man. It's not. A lot of the times in the past, I put my trust in certain people, faith in certain people, man. It was just a way of nothing but disappointment, a way for me to be disappointed. But I never would expect that. You know what I mean? You know, and a lot of times we often do it, bro. We put our faith in others, bro. But you don't need to put your faith in others, bro. Put your faith in God. God's the only one who can truly help you, bro. Without God, it's like no man can fully help you the way you want. You know what I mean? No woman. You feel me? And a lot of people like to be dependent on other people, bruh. Yo, what's up, Penthouse 40? What's up, Art the Clown? A lot of people, they just are consistently wanting to depend on another person. If something that it doesn't happen, they put that blame on another person. But it's like you should never put your whole faith or life in the hands of another person. You know what I'm saying? This is your life. It's easy for somebody to disappoint you if you put everything in their hands and put all your faith in them, man. Put your faith in God. And as adults, you gotta think, bro. The only people that depend on people are kids, bro. Young kids. You know what I mean? Like you might have to wake up and make a kid, pick the kid clothes out. You know what I mean? Make breakfast for the kid. You know what I mean? Help the kid. Like you're an adult, man. The only person that really could even think about you on that level is your parents. And if you don't have your parents, bro, you dolly. You know what I mean? You dolly, man. You gotta really grind it out, man. It's gonna be hard. You gotta grind it out, bro. I ain't gonna lie, it's gonna be hard. Sometimes it's gonna be tough. Sometimes you're gonna be feeling like you in the middle of, one of them movies where you in the middle of the desert and it's mad roads. You don't know which one to take, you know what I mean? You just know, like, yo, whichever one I take, this better be the one to the successful path. You feel me? You done took a couple, man. Some of them you had to come off them like, nah, this ain't the way. You feel me? So we all gotta go through I feel like we all gotta go through struggles, man. I don't know. It's just a part of life, bro. Sometimes the worst part about even going through a struggle, bro, is like not understanding why you're going through the struggle. You know what I'm saying? That really be my main thought sometimes when I'm experiencing like a hardship or whatever. It's like, man, well, what's the purpose of me going through this? You feel me? And I can't really answer the question because that's a question for the universe. You feel me? But at this point, it's like there's no way to really turn in that situation, man. It's all on you. It's all on me. You know, and a lot of the times what we facing, nobody can save us out of that, bruh. It's like it's nothing a person can come do to revive you from your situation, bro. It's almost like you are the only one plus God, you know what I mean, with the help of God, you know what I mean? And in those times, sometimes you gotta believe in miracles, man. Miracles are very true, bro. They happen. They happen all the time. You gotta believe in miracles, man. We see them in sports all the time where, I don't want to say sports, but I just use that as an example because sometimes, sports is really rigged, but, the last play, 4 seconds on the clock, you know what I mean? Your man get the ball, two defenders crosses shoots the off balance shot, ball goes in, everybody screams, you know what I mean? Whoa. That's a miracle, man. A lot of times in hardships, they happen, bro. You feel me? Long as you stay down, love you too, TJ, man. Long as you stay down and believe in God, put your faith in God, and don't put your faith in another person, bro. It can happen. You know what I'm saying? Put your faith in yourself at the same time. Put your faith in God. Don't never put your faith in somebody else. Cause like I said, nobody can come save you when you're grown, bro. Like especially when you're experiencing something, people look at you like, man, you too grown to be going through that, man. Organic machine then. And they start asking, like, why? But why would you be struggling, man? You don't even have as much as what I have going on. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? And they not really trying to save you, bro. It's more like they just judging you for really like you can't be experiencing struggles. Look what I gotta deal with. You feel me? Like, but they can never save you. They don't even have that mindset. The most they can try to save you is your parents, but your parents, bro, they can only do so much, bro. It's limited resources, bro. You feel me? Not to say they don't have enough, but it's like they don't have enough to just give you everything unless you got billionaire parents. You feel me? Unless you got some millionaire parents, gang, you really gotta put your faith in God and yourself. You gotta try to figure everything out. Try all your hands, man. When you facing situations, imagine like you at the casino, you gotta try this machine, try your favorite machine, try this machine, play the blackjack table. So you gotta try all hands. Everything that's good that is, you know what I mean? Nothing that's gonna have you not be free, you dig what I mean? Yeah, you gotta have faith for real, man. You gotta have faith, but don't have faith in another person though. People tend to want to have faith in another person. They be like, oh yeah, this person got my back, man. If anything, that person do not got your back, man. When the time comes, you're gonna see that this person never had your back, bro. And it takes really going through a situation to see who really has your back. A lot of people think oh, this person got my back. This person got, bro. When a lot of times when you go through situations, people run away from they run away from you, bro. I swear. They literally vanish, you feel me? Like, I say they vanish, they scatter, bro. They all scatter. Like when you doing your thing, when you on top of your game, everybody's around, you feel me? Like you doing your thing, you get into it, your emotions flowing, everybody's around. But when people start to see you really facing hardship, because they know there's nothing they can do for you, bro. So that's why they run away. They can't do nothing for you. Rarely you might have someone be like, man, yo, what you need me to help you with, man? You always with somebody that's really doing your thing. Let me look out for you. It's rarely like that, bro. They see you kind of facing hardships here and there. They see that okay, it's not much they can gain. They just run away. You know what I'm saying? God don't never run away from you. You feel me? It don't matter if you winning or losing. God don't never run away from you, yo. Friends will run away from you. When you winning, ain't nobody running away from you. They just want to be around. They just want to enjoy it, bro. Yeah, they just want to enjoy it. But it's rare. It's yeah, the real ones are rare though. Organic Dean. That's why the message is like just never put your faith in others, man, because they'll never have your back like that, bro. You feel what I'm saying? You might have some, bro. Some people are genuine, bro. You feel me? Some people are genuine. Like you might have those rare people who are genuinely good people found and always to look out, but that's hard to come by, man. without really knowing for real sometimes. Yeah, can't rely on others, man. Rely on yourself and God, man. You feel me? Because even that genuine person could switch up. You never know. They could have a change of hearts. People have a change of hearts all the time randomly. You dig what I'm saying? A person might just have a different mindset on y'all relationship, even though y'all knew each other for a while. You know what I'm saying? Like a change of hearts, man. Just like a girl would be like, yo, I don't think this relationship is working. That's a change of hearts. Your friend can have that, you know what I mean? Your brother for 20 years can have that one day, you know what I mean? So don't rely on people, bro. You know what I'm saying? He said, pray for the family who owes the kids in Minneapolis. Oh man, that's crazy, man. That's an unfortunate news, man. You guys gotta be careful out there also, man. You know what I'm saying? Apparently there was an incident at a Catholic church, you know what I mean? That's nuts. You know, condolences to those folks, but you know, it's a crazy place when you step outside, man. You gotta realize that a lot of the times what the world never used to be like this when I grew up, bro. Like rarely will we hear about things like this happening. The stuff you just mentioned, fanbow podcast. Bro, I used to be outside all the time. You know, when I was young, I started playing video games. I used to play video games in the house. But then when I got to like elementary school, bro, I was just always outside. I barely played the video games, and I used to be outside like all the way to the night, bro. It'd be kids outside in the night, bro. Rarely did we have Amber Alerts. You know what I'm saying? That was like a rare thing, but it just seems like a lot more chaos is more common now, man. So anytime you go outside, if you have family and kids, bro, even though you're outside, you're not in the safety of your house, but you gotta kind of be vigilant a little bit. You know what I mean? Because it's a lot of unhappy people walking around, man. And unhappy people are gonna do things like you just mentioned. I don't want to really say that, but they do ill-minded things, chaotic things. They try to hurt others. You know what I mean? They try to take others out of his life. You feel me? So it's kind of like when you're outside, man, you gotta understand. Yeah, you outside. It's nice weather, but it's unhappy people outside too with you, man. You feel what I mean? Always trust God, but be vigilant when you're outside. If you have family and kids, bro, you never know what another person's thinking. You feel me? You never know what another person is thinking, man. But that's sad news. I don't like talking about sad news, man. I feel like whatever that person did, whoever did that, God will address the situation, man. Whatever you do, you gotta be responsible for, man. It's accountability. You can't get away with much out here. Yeah, yeah, organic. Yeah, if I go outside, I would rather much be personally in nature, like in the woods or in like a nice park area, but just kind of isolated, bro. I personally don't want to be around a lot of people, bro, cause genuinely I can sense when a person's not genuinely happy. You feel me? Like, cause I done spent a lot of time around people, so if I go outside, I don't want to really even really entertain a lot of conversations. I'm not gonna lie, and it's just how I am now. You know what I'm saying? Like I've done enough socializing, bro, to where I realize it's like, okay, there's no benefit to socializing for me unless it's not an exchange of information or business, bro. I'm gonna be honest. You know, I could socialize with my direct family members. I could socialize with people with similar mindset and interests, and we could bounce information off of each other. But just talking to anyone and everyone, bro, that's not really my thing, man. And that's one way to kind of like just really, stay in your own motion and aura, bro. Yeah, all the small talk, you know, the weather and all that, bro. Like, I ain't really trying to talk about all that, family, you know, and people will be like, oh, why not? And it's just not a conversation I like to have, bro. I rather like to talk about something intellectual, bro, or business related, because I feel like that's more of a conversation, bro. Me and you standing here kind of acting like we're talking about something that doesn't really matter is weird. Yeah, or celebrity drama, gossip. You know, that's just low frequency conversations, man. And it's like robotic to have it, bro. It's like it's kind of like, man, like scripted. It's like scripted to have it, bro. Personally, I like talking about other things. I like talking about things people personally don't really indulge in conversation about. You know what I'm saying? And some people don't like that though, man. They look at you as they consider you as you try to act better than others, but not necessarily, bro. We just all have different interests. I don't think celebrity lifestyles are that interesting to where I want to discuss them, bro. You know, I'd rather talk about a rare animal you I ain't never heard. I'd rather you tell me about a rare animal you never heard of. You know what I'm saying? A rare animal you never heard of, man. But once again, that's because I would say I'm at the point where I don't put my faith in others, bro. So it's all about me. So it's all about what I like. It's all about what I want. You know, a lot of people can't really understand that, bro, because they're still putting their faith in others. They're still relying on others. You know, they're still trying to get others' approval. You know what I'm saying? So all that relying and on others and all that, it destroys your own world, man, because you got your own world. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, gossiping, talking about celebrities, just non informative conversations, man. They don't really grow your mind. You know what I'm saying? Because there's nothing really learned from those conversations, man. It's just like I'm trying to find a word to really describe it, but it's mindless. It's mindless, bro. It's like you're not even thinking while you're talking. You're just talking. You know, yeah, you're just talking. But people tend to do that because it goes back to what I'm talking about. They rely on others. So speaking of you guys mentioning celebrities, bro, a lot of people rely on celebrities for happiness, bro, or a lot of people rely on celebrities, you know, to look up to someone, to have someone to look up to. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people look for celebrities to entertain them, you know what I mean, to make them happy. So a lot of the times, those people who really are so in love with these people, bro, they're relying on them for something. You know what I'm saying? People not gonna really love someone so much if they not relying on them for something, you know? Yeah, for happiness. Most of the people that love these people, they rely on for happiness, bro. You know what I mean? But it's like for you to rely on someone for anything that you have is kind of crazy. You have everything. You have the ability to be happy as you want, bro. Bro, I done seen some of the happiest homeless people, bro. I swear. The only thing I was thinking is like, man, I know despite them being happy, one thing they might struggle with is food and resources. But they ain't gotta worry about no bills. They, they ain't gotta they ain't gotta worry about nothing but living, bro, eating and sleeping, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it's like happiness is really your ability. And I done seen some unhappy homeless folks, trust me. So I'm not just saying, oh, be homeless. That's the way to happy. But I give you that example to show you that, dang, you would think that someone who's homeless would not be happy. But I've seen very happy homeless folks, bro. So people that rely on celebrities, gossip, and, you know, entertainers, bro, they just don't know themselves, bro. You don't need those people. You know what I'm saying? You said, by the way, celebrities worry about money. I mean, celebrities worry about staying relevant, man. Celebrities themselves, they rely on the fans. You know, it's a bunch of people relying on each other, man. You feel me? Don't rely on nobody, man. Don't rely on a friend to make you happy every day. Make yourself happy. You know what I'm saying? Don't rely on people to motivate you. Get up every day and say motivational stuff to yourself. You know what I'm saying? Don't rely on somebody to come and tell you to be proactive, boost yourself, pep talk yourself. You know what I'm saying? This is a way to train yourself to stop being reliant. You feel me? You know, if somebody usually comes and help you with something, you know, train yourself to do it, man. I used to rely on people to record mix my music. You know, and that gave them the opportunity to kind of like look at me a certain way, treat me a certain way. When I didn't rely on them no more, it didn't matter. You know what I'm saying? So never rely on others, man. Rely on God and yourself. And a lot of the times we have all the answers, bro. We just gotta talk to ourselves. We have all the answers, bro. We just gotta talk to ourselves. And talking to ourselves, we realize the answers. But most time we don't if you don't rely on yourself, you don't trust yourself. So you're gonna go look for others. And it's like nobody can save you when you're grown, man. People probably be like, "Oh, that's your problems. This what you're going through." And when you leave, they're like, "Man, I can't believe this guy's struggling. I'm struggling. I got this going on, that going on, this going on." Cause they looking like I can't save you. I ain't your mom or your dad, really. Organic, man. Slipping into temptation. What happened, man? That's a good topic if you want me to cover that, man. How so? How so? Was somebody trying to give you their number or something? How so, B? How so? Amanda, my name is YS, man. I don't know who that is. Brother sound like somebody from Matilda or something. It sound like Matilda's grandma. Man, you gotta see it. You gotta chill, man. It's like I'm honestly on that level. One thing when you mention that, bro, I personally feel like it's something in the air sometimes, bro. When it comes to that, man. And the reason I say it's something in the air when it comes to what you just mentioned, the word lust, it gotta be something in the air, bro. Because when I go outside, I notice, bro, there's like a lot of lust that's in the air, and you could just tell from the way people might just look at you up and down, how they look at you with their eyes. You know what I mean? Like it's a lot of that going on, bro. And I personally don't understand why it would be everybody, almost everybody, bro. But I see, man, it's gotta be something in the air, bro. Because like for instance, I'll give you the example. Sometimes I go to the store, bro. There be a dude with his girl. His girl just looking at me like, you know, like she just could give it up right then and there, man. And older women, you know what I mean? Like it just I don't really understand what it is, bro, because it's gotta be something in the air, bro, or some type of spirit, or some type of spirit is strong enough to really be over certain folks, you know. But when it comes to that type of energy is literally almost everywhere, around every corner, you know. So it's a matter of just fleeing, really. You know what I'm saying? It's a matter of fleeing. You know, sometimes I'll be bored. When I be bored, it's like that's probably when I want to chill with a shorty the most. Like, man, I'm bored. Like, let me chill with a shorty. Let me, you know what I mean? But then I'm like, nah, I gotta do content, bro. You know, I gotta play the game. I gotta play the game. I gotta go on Twitch. Even if I don't gotta do that, it's something I'm gonna do because I understand why I'm having the feeling I'm feeling is I'm not doing nothing productive, you know, like A lot of the times, a lot of the times, most people when they're bored, that's like a go-to. You feel me? Like lust. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Let me call a shorty over. Like, you know what I mean? Let me hit a shorty up. Like, and you just gotta what's the word, man? You gotta substitute that boredom with doing something. You gotta substitute that boredom with doing something, because like I said, I'm telling you, most of the people lustfully crave when they're bored. Like, they bored, they ain't got nothing going on. They flesh start talking to them. You know what I mean? So, because when you're doing something else, you don't have that feeling. Like, let's say you mowing the grass or something, you're not like, oh, I want to get horny. Like, you mowing the grass, you cleaning the bathroom. You know what I mean? You don't have that But when you're just sitting there chilling, nothing going on, you just want to get on that. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you gotta substitute that for something else, man. Like, currently, I'm trying to figure out how to play the game on here for y'all. Really, I'll do like a longer live and just game. I'm like, okay, I gotta look up StreamYard. I gotta do this. Like, I'm constantly trying to do something to figure out what to do. It's not that I'm lustful. It's just like I'm used to staying busy, bro. So get yourself used to staying busy. You know what I'm saying? I'm used to staying busy. Like, when I'm not on here, I might go just live stream on Twitch for like an hour. I could also live stream on TikTok, you know what I mean? For like some minutes. Otherwise, I might go on Twitter and find me some clips, just a clip that I like, you know what I'm saying? Otherwise, I might just tune into an individual's live, excuse me, that I like watching. But I'm constantly trying to do things to keep occupied. You feel what I mean? And that's the key, bro. You gotta keep occupied when you're in the house. Cause when you're at work, you're not freaking nobody at work like that. Or even if you feel like going in the bathroom and going in, it's like you gotta find something to do at work. Yeah, at work. So at the end of the day, that's how you control your lust. Like, when you're out there and you see somebody, you can admire them, bro. But then it's like that's like a quick second, bro. When you admire somebody out there too long, you look creepy. You feel me? Like, you don't want to look too creepy. You know what I mean? You just look like a dog. Imagine a dog panting, like, you know what I mean? Like, you can see a nice, beautiful woman, like, oh, she kind of fine, but that's enough. Like, you know what I mean? Keep it pushing, because when you will start admiring her too much, then you might start fantasizing, like, I want her. You know what I mean? Like getting ideas now, and that's another way to handle that in public, bro. Because you're going to see a lot of beautiful women in public, bro. A lot of women in the summertime going to have that body, rowdy, yaddy, yaddy, shoddy. You know what I mean? Look like they finna be on Fashion Nova cover. Yeah, exactly. Organic. Because it's more beneficial, bro. Like when I say it's more beneficial, let me put it in perspective. Let's say you get on some lustful and then you like, man, I got to crank one, right? You crank one, boom. Nothing really happens. You know what I'm saying? Nothing really happens. So now, let's say you feeling like that, but then you like, nah, I gotta do some content. You do the content for the channel. There's more benefits. This content adds to your watch time. This video has a possibility of going viral. This video is gonna get views, generates views for your channel. After cranking one, what are the perks, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, you just crank one, that was it. You could crank 20 of them, and there's no perks, really. You just might take a nap, you know what I'm saying? You might take a nap for real. But if you do 20 videos, it's more perks. It's more perks. Let's say you take the videos out, man. Let's say you did, every time you wanted to crank one, you did 20 push-ups. There's perks. You finna be having a crazy physique. Your biceps finna be toned up, cut up, you know what I mean? Shredded. You know what I'm saying? It's more perks. If you crank 20 of them, it's no perks. You're gonna be tired. You just gonna want to take a nap and eat and go take a nap. Yeah. So you gotta realize where the perks lies, man. And a lot of dudes, they don't understand the perks, bro, because they're not on that level of thinking. You know what I'm saying? They're not on that level of thinking yet. And it takes somebody who's at a high level of thinking to understand this, because at one point in time, bro, I was hitting dames regularly, you know what I'm saying? And all that, bro. And then I'm like, nah, man, it's a waste of time. Cause what's really am I doing here? What am I accomplishing here? You know what I mean? I genuinely don't really want to date these people. So it's like I'm just wasting my energy just cause I'm horny. You feel me? And once you control that, bro, you could be more productive. Cause you could apply that energy elsewhere, bro. You could be more productive. You could go to the gym and go crazy in the gym. You go in the gym, when you try this, you ever get on some you just super, horny or whatever, lustful, go to the gym. You know what I'm saying? Go to the gym, do a workout at the gym. You're gonna be like, dang, I just had so much energy in the gym. Because you're gonna start understanding, oh, it's a different type of energy. You know what I mean? That's why when you release in intercourse, you kind of feel a little weak. You don't feel like faint weak, but you feel a little weak, bro. You know what I'm saying? And the more you release, you just keep feeling more weaker and weaker, you know what I'm saying? So, sorry guys, I had to respond to a text, but yeah, it drains your energy though, man. It's just everything revolves around, and yeah, it drains your energy though, man. It's just everything revolves around energy, man. Everything revolves around energy. Your phone needs energy for you to use it. Your car needs energy. Gas is the energy. You need energy. You eat food. You know what I'm saying? Intercourse is energy. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? And that's why they tell athletes not to do that before games, because they're not going to have the same energy. This is a scientific fact, but people can't really think on that level, though. People can only think on the level of they feel like losers if they're not having 7 girls that they're hitting, you know what I mean? Like vibes, or they're not smashing something every night. They feel lame because that's what's really pushed. You know what I'm saying? That's what really pushed, but you got to conserve your energy, man. Conserve your energy. You feel me? Don't just give your energy out, because it's important. Imagine you like a battery source, and you constantly getting charged because you're not releasing that energy, not releasing that energy. You know what I'm saying? But there's no limit to your charge. It's not like you only go to 100%. Personally, it's probably different on a human level, you know what I mean? But we're battery sources for real. We're literal battery sources. That's why when you go to work for 8, 9 hours and you working a hard job, you get drained. If you working like a physical labor job where you really have to like lift and bend and twist and do all that, when you get home, you get drained. I used to work at the airport. I used to get home, I used to be tired, bro. Tired. And now I just sleep. Then I wake up, recharge a little bit, you know what I mean? And go do it again. All this is just energy, man. That's why you need to know how strong your energy is. We all have energy inside, but we don't all have the same energy because we're all constructed different. You know what I'm saying? So don't just be wasting your energy. Don't just waste your energy, bro. A lot of the times, dudes be passing out after intercourse. They just go to sleep. Some just go to sleep. Like, like, you know what I mean? Like when my cousin told me the story, if he was messing with this girl and her ex-boyfriend came in the crib, he said he had went to sleep after they got done, you feel me? But he went fully sleep. That what really saved him. But oh, he had gay shorty all his energy. That man was KO'd in it, man. But most dudes, they go to sleep. The shorty will go to sleep too. But women can consume a lot of energy, fam. Like, I don't know. It's just something about them. It's like their body. They're meant to receive energy. Like, yeah, yeah. That way how you lacking, yeah. That, but if you look at most robbery attempts, they're probably like or setup robbery attempt setups. Let me say that they're usually done maybe after intercourse because what the robbers assume is like the girl's gonna put you to sleep. You're gonna be tired. You know what I mean? That's the job of the shorty. So they know that already. Like, okay, even if we go in there and dude's still awake, he not gonna have energy to even fight all three of us off or whatever. 'Cause he just got busy. You feel me? And he gonna be in a relaxed mind state. So when most robbers try to set you up through a female, they try to have shorty, they run a play probably after you don't hit shorty or whatever, or you in the process of about to hit. You know what I mean? Because you're not gonna be in that mind state, so your energy not gonna be the same. As you just chilling in the couch by yourself in the house and they running there. You feel me? But just try to control that, man. Just substitute it, bro. Substitute. Be busy. Stay busy. You know what I mean? Get busy, man. Find things to do. You know what I'm saying? Go sweep the living room. Vacuum the living room, man. Arrange the garage, man. Clean your tennies. You know what I mean? You know you got some shoes you been trying to clean. You done threw them in the back of the closet, pull them out and clean them joints, man. Just burn that off. Burn that off. Because if you're not burning that off, you always gonna release. If you don't burn that off, you'll always release, bro. I'm telling you. And you don't want to just consistently release and release. You're just draining your energy. You know what I'm saying? You're just draining all your energy, man. And who knows what you need that for? You never know. At back then, it was a tough thing to struggle with, man. Cause you gotta understand, I was selling tree, and most of my clients was girls. They were beautiful girls. I was doing music, so but I really got a control on that right now. And you know what I noticed, bro? It almost pisses off some women though when you like that though. You understand what I mean? And what do I mean by that? Like, so many guys are so horny and lustful all the time, bro. When a girl meets you and you're not lustful, it's like annoying to her in a sense because she's expecting that. Like, I give you an example. Like, I met this lady. She's a little bit older than me in my job, and I just genuinely thought she was a funny lady, man. We just had a good conversation. Nothing sexual, freaky, or nothing like that. Cause I can have a conversation, bro. So she got my number. She's like, "Yeah, you cool, this and that." I'm like, "Yeah, for sure." So recently she hit me up, and then she was like, "You know what really threw me off when we were texting?" I'm like, "What?" Cause she asked me, "What do you want from me?" I'm like, "Nothing at all, really. We could just be friends. I don't want nothing at all right now." And then she was like, I didn't really believe you when you said that. I'm like, "Nah, I was serious though." She's like, "Yeah, I usually don't really have dudes just want to be friends." I'm like, "Nah, I don't want nothing at all, really." But hearing that, it's like she probably wants me to hit her more, you feel me? But I have no intent of hitting this lady at all, gang. You know what I'm saying? And what I notice, even when you go to stores where it's like dudes is coming in there horny, lustful, flirting with the cashier regularly, you come in there, you just try and get your gas. You don't flirt with the cashier, throws her off, and it's like she looking like you not you too good to flirt with me or something. You know what I mean? And it's like, nah, I ain't even here for all that. I'm here for a specific purpose. I just need to get this gas for real, baby, and that's it. Dudes probably coming in there like, "Oh, how you doing today, mama? You looking good, you always looking good, like." just going hard every day, you know what I mean? And I'm just having a normal conversation. Hey, how you doing today? Can I please get 20 on pump forward? But it'll throw shorty off because every guy coming in here is probably super lustful, super horny. You feel me? So it's just a crazy vibe, man. It's a crazy vibe. Shorty, the lady literally told me, she's like, usually guys just be trying to get, hit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just like, nah, I could just have a conversation with you. You know what I mean? Cause I don't know, bro. I just, if I don't look at you like that, bro, it's just like, man, you just a friend, bro. I could put you in the friend zone for real. You feel me? And when I was in college, bro, I had this one girl that she was actually a girl I should have really dated though, man. She was a rider in a sense of like she just really had my back. Shorty would always help me with the test, bro. She would she would make sure my homework was A1. Like she didn't do it for me, but she'll like help me with the junk. You feel me? If I was struggling or whatever, she'd come sit by me. Like she didn't want to sit nowhere else. When we went to breakfast, lunch, sometimes she'd buy me breakfast, she'd buy me lunch. This was like a good girl, like, and she was just like my best friend though, you feel me? Like she was really my best friend, gang. Like, and it was a crazy vibe to even think about it at the time. She was really my best friend in college, bro. You know what I mean? I had a girl best friend in college, but it's like I never ruined a relationship because I knew I could though. You know what I'm saying? Like by doing stuff with her. I remember one time she wanted me to come with her fam to this mansion. She was babysitting for like some millionaires. She wanted me to come with her to the mansion, but I had a girl at the time. I'm trying to go hang out with my girl. You feel me? She like just come with me to the mansion. I come get you, bro. This girl lived like 40 minutes away from me, bro. She used to come pick me up every morning, bro, and drive me to school with her. You know what I mean? And I never had to pay her no gas. What's up, Trey? I never had to pay her no gas, nothing. But it was just a good friend. But I never was on some horn dog stuff with her. But she would say stuff, bro, certain stuff. She would drop hints, you know what I mean? And I just wouldn't pick them up. But the whole time I had a girlfriend at the time. So I really friend zoned shorty. You feel me? So sometimes just had discipline, man. We had discipline, just I don't know, make a girl like you more. I remember one time she went to the doctor. We was in my car, right? I don't know what we were doing. We just talking after school because she lived somewhere else, but she was just chilling with me in the car. She's like, I had went to the doctor the other day. She's like, because she went to get her tonsils checked. I'm like, yeah. She's like, yeah, the doctor said I have like no gag reflexes. And I was just like, what? He's like, yeah, the doc also said I have a wet mouth. I'm just like, yeah, she's wilding right now. You feel me? One time I got a serious shorty. But this was like my best friend. I'm like she talking crazy. But sometimes it's cool to have good female friends. But it does get difficult though, because sometimes if a girl starts to like you, they might be want to be more than friends, but nothing happens if you're not horny. That's the key. That's the key right there. Nothing happens if you're not horny, bro. Now if you're horny, you gonna ruin that instantly. Like you gonna hit her and then you hit her 3 times. It's like, what we doing? You might want to know. She might want to know what y'all doing. Especially if she like you, like what we doing? And if you ain't on nothing, nah, Trey, life don't suck, man. Life is beautiful, my guy. You say your girl just broke up with you. Well, it's okay, man. Guess what? You live in a world where there's so many other girls. So you always got an opportunity to get a new girl. You know what I'm saying? I was just talking about relying on others for happiness. You know, as a guy in a relationship, you rely on your girls to make you happy, but you shouldn't rely on no girl to make you happy. So going into the next relationship, or if you get back with her, you got to figure that out, man. You know what I mean? You could appreciate somebody being with you, but all your happiness can't be based on one person, bro. And The best part about life, you live in a world with many girls, different girls who might relate to you more. You know what I mean? And don't be crushed, man. Everybody's been heartbroken before. It's a part of life, man. You learn and you go into the next relationship. The crazy part about people getting broken up with is this, right? When a person gets broken up with, they literally can never think about being in any other relationships. Like, even if you never had like a serious relationship with a person, maybe you had a crush for a few years, maybe you had a fling or whatever. Let's say you had about two, three of those and you get in a relationship, then that person breaks up with you. You are so heartbroken and you think that life will never move on, but you fail to realize, like, before that person, you had other people that you might have felt like this about. You know what I mean? Like, oh my God, I can't believe my crush didn't write me back, or I can't believe that this person ghosted me. It's always like that, but it's like, yo, bro, you always gonna get into another relationship, bro. You're always gonna meet someone else. Yeah, I mean, yeah. So at the end of the day, it just wasn't meant to be. You chased her for 3 months. It showed that she had power and control in the situation, man. It showed that you was kind of basically just relying on being with this person. So she knew that she could break up with you whenever she wanted. So going into your next relationship, don't be like that, bro. Don't chase nobody that's not interested, bro. Go after somebody that's gonna show interest in you, bro. You feel me? Cause you chasing somebody that's not really interested, they might just take you in when they bored. Then when they the person they really want, giving them that attention, they gotta get away from you now, Trey. You know what I mean? That's how it go. So go after a girl that's all about Trey. You ain't gotta chase her. She's responding back. She wants you as much as you want her. Then you don't gotta be worrying about, situations like that happening, man. And then don't be too reliant. Don't pour all your happiness on a girl that you're not married to, bro. That's just you and her getting to know each other. You know what I mean? That's not your wife, gang. You don't put all your happiness into somebody you just getting to know, you heard? It's important. You gonna be all right, my boy. Learn from this one, going to the other one better. When you go into the next one, don't be relying on that person either. You feel me? Meaning that, of course, appreciate the time with them, but don't be like, if they leave you, all your happiness is gone. Nah, bro, you still happy. You still Trey X. You know what I mean? Your family still love you. Your friends, they still gonna rock with you. Your YouTube people, they gonna rock with you. You know what I mean? You still got the drip. You still got the source. Focus on your YouTube channel. This should turn you up. You know how they be having a meme where dudes ready to go work out, no text from their girl, and that just made them work out harder. This should turn you up, man. You should just go hard on YouTube because of this. You feel me? This should motivate you. You know what I mean? You should go hard to the point where shorty regret, like, dang, I can't believe I left Trey. Now he's a big time YouTuber. You heard? I'm serious. I ain't playing. This should turn you up. This shouldn't have you in a bed under the covers eating ice cream, man. You feel me? You Trey X, man. You Trey X, man. You are Trey X, man. This should turn you up. That'll turn me up, bruh. You feel me? I gotta get turned up. You could be sad for the day, Trey. We're gonna give you that. But tomorrow, you gotta be done being sad. The next day, super done being sad. By the end of the week, you gotta be turned up, man. That's how you gotta be. That's the only way to be. Ain't today I'm gonna give you a pass because it's fresh. You said, but like, what if I'm just done? Just Trey, you sound soft as man. You sound like a cakester right now, man. I might have to call hostess to come pick you up. Don't ever say no shit like that, my boy. I might have to roast you to get you to never say nothing like that. You said, but what if I'm just done with life? Come on, man. That's like the softest Oreo cakester stuff you could ever say, my boy. You too tough for that, man. You grizzly, man. You gritty. What's up, Malika Sim? I'm telling you, listen, you got till today to be sad, bro. You know what I'm saying? You could mope, you could cry, you could shed a tear, you could watch your favorite movie, you could eat an ice cream, you could lay under the covers just today, bro. Tomorrow's a new day. You understand? So when after you do all that sad stuff today, you gotta get this girl completely out of here, bro. She broke up with you. Once a woman breaks up with you, it's cause she wants to freak a new guy, bro. I'm gonna be honest. I'm your man's. You know what I'm saying? And that's the sad truth. She wants another guy, gang. So now it's time for you to get all your emotions out, let it go, because it's okay to be sad, my boy. But you can't be sad for the whole week. So you got today to the end of the day to do all the sad stuff you want to do. Cry, stay in your room all day, not shower, not change your clothes, eat ramen, eat whatever is going to make you happy, watch your favorite movie. But listen, by tomorrow, you got to have all that out of your system. And all shorty information needs to be deleted. You need to not be have her on no social media, gang. It's over. You feel what I'm saying? This is the only way to go forward. You gotta boss up. You gotta boss up. Boss up to the point you don't want no girl to ever break up with you because you on top of your game. Women, they like to be around guys with resources, guys that's getting to it, guys that got a lot of motion, you know. So I'm giving it to you for real. All that she likes you because you look good and all this stuff, that's only for a little bit, bro. After that, it's about motion and resources. If you, I'm not trying to sound materialistic, but if you had a Corvette, she might think twice about breaking up with you, gang. Like that's just how women work sometimes these days. So get on your grind, get on your YouTube, get on your stuff. Boss up. You got till today to be all sad, man. You got till today to be all sad, bro. After that, you gotta get it out your system out of more. It gotta be all done, all done. You know what I'm saying? All done. You ain't got all week, bro. You got today, man. So if you gotta cry for an hour today, cry for an hour today. If you gotta cry for 6 hours today, 6 hours today it is, man. If you gotta be in your room for 7 hours today, be in your room by 7 hours today. But by like 1 a.m. tonight, all that's gotta be done. Shorty information, deleted. Facebook, Snapchat, all that. She gotta be off all of that. And then your new focus is bossing up. Meaning what? You gotta go harder, working hours, getting more money, doing more content, working out, staying fresh, better drip. Cause you not in that level no more. You gotta boss up. Yeah, gotta boss up, man. Stay busy. Doing content gonna keep you busy. Working out gonna keep you busy. If you working a job, picking up more hours gonna keep you busy. But sitting at home and moping and thinking about her, it's not gonna help you grow. And then imagine if you don't never beg a girl to come back, bro. I'm sorry. Unless that's your wife and you guys have 4 kids and you just want to keep your family together, brother. This is a girl who you just had an experience with and she feels like she wants a new experience. Begging her to come back, you look sad. You know what I'm saying? I'm keeping it a player with you. You look sad. Girl's so funny, she might show that to the next guy. Like, look at this guy. Look at this guy. He's steady texting me. Yeah, I mean, you look sad. So that's why I'm saying you get all that out today because she probably showing them message. She going to show them messages to somebody. Like, look at Trey. Look at Trey. That's how shorties get down. I done had a shorty show me a dude begging her messages before. I'm telling you real life because you probably a young dude. She gonna definitely show her friends those messages, bro. So I know you did all that. After today, all that is over with. You can't be like that after today. Tomorrow's a new day. You gotta be trade 3 times to the next level. You know what I mean, you gotta start working out. And I know you got some habits. Get rid of some of them habits, boy. Get serious. Get more serious because your next girl, she gotta be better than this girl. But in order for her to be better than that, you gotta be better yourself. You know what I'm saying? You gotta be better yourself. Start working out more, boy. Start putting out more content on your YouTube. Start gaming on Twitch. Create a TikTok channel, bro. Open a TikTok shop. It's a lot of things you could do. But you got to find productive things to do. I'm giving you examples of productive things. I'm not telling you go smoke 4 3.5s every day. Go get a big bottle of Henny and just drink it. Nah, those are not productive. I'm telling you things that's going to keep your mind occupied. By the time you know, you not even think about shorty because you so focused doing content, working out, picking up hours, making money, getting your drip together. You know what I mean? You not thinking about her at all. By the time you know it, success is coming, a new girl's coming. You know what I mean? But sitting there, sad and all that, man, it ain't gonna do nothing for you, bro. It ain't gonna make her come back for sure. And if you begging her for sure, it's gonna make her feel like she's King Kong in this junk. You don't want to come off like that, bro. So let it go. Trey X, you could go outside today and the girl be like, "Oh my God, that's Trey X." It's a lot of women in the world, bro. Like I don't you don't want to think of the saying is so many fish in the sea, but listen, bro, it's so many fish in the sea, bro. No cap. So many fish in the sea, bro. I'm telling you. And then as a man, bro, listen, when a girl breaks up with you, bro, it's like she not breaking up with you because she got she got a new guy, gang. And you gotta accept that because look, women are selective, bro. They know what they want, bro. So at some point when she was with you, yeah, it's YsEats. She wanted you at that moment. But after that, maybe she wanted a different guy at that moment. Sometimes that's how they are. And you don't sit there and blame yourself. That's just how they are, bro. At some point, she wanted you because you told me at some point you was chasing her. You was trying to get her for 3 months. So maybe in that 3 months, she had broke up with somebody else to be with you. You feel me? Because you not even you won't look at it like from that perspective right now because you hurt. But think about it, bro. You say you been trying to get with Shorty for 3 months and you got with her. So when you was trying to get with her, maybe she broke up with someone else to get with you. You feel me? Because at the end of the day, this is how some of them are, bro. This how they work. That's how they move. So you can't be mad at yourself. You just be like, look, man, you had your experience. Now you got to go into something serious, something more. You know what I mean? Something better, something different. One of the craziest things, bro, is like this, right? I'll give you an example, right? Check it out, check it out. Because, I used to have shorties here and there, man. Like, a dude, because, my guys, we all talk, man. And we all be having shorties we hooking up with, right? You feel me? And some people would get carried away. Like, they spend time with a shorty and hook up with her, and they get to thinking that's their girl. So when shorty get distant, they might get mad. Like, man, shorty don't be hitting me back. And I'll be like, yo, bro, but y'all was just hooking up for real. He like, what you mean? I'm like, you think you her man's for real? Like, she could have had other guys. He like, yeah, that's true. That's true. He's like, yeah. All right, Trey, you better be safe, man. Don't be coming on here saying no Oreo Caster stuff like that, man. Ever again, man. You heard? Be smooth, my boy. Man, ZB Jackson, man. What you want me to say, bro? What you need advice on, man? My boy, came in here and said that his girl broke up with him. You know what I'm saying? So we had to tell him, like, look, man, you know, take it to the chin, man. Take it to the chin, man. Trey, you gonna be all right, man. You need to go hard on your YouTube, boy. You could literally do a video, man. Like, that video go viral. You could be like, man, today might be simply a terrible day for me. My girl just broke up with me. I don't know why, but the only thing, you know, and then come with some motivational stuff, because you never know. Who knows, man? Maybe somebody else girl broke up with them today, too. You never know who's experiencing a breakup right now. Maybe there's a guy who just got through a divorce. Now, that's more serious, you know what I mean? Homie got to worry about splitting the profits of the house, the property, the estate, you know what I mean? That could be serious. There's kids involved. Trey, you lucky ain't no kids involved. You good, Brody. You're blessed. Trust me. A breakup, not as serious as a divorce. So you good, man. It's just a little owie. Bandage up, bandage up, bandage up. Bandage up, Trey. Come on, man. Just a little owie. But ZB Jackson, man, what's going on with you? You said you needed some advice. What specifically though, man? Yeah, everything happened for a reason, Trey. This happened so you could boss up, man, to turn you up. That's what I'm trying to tell you. This happened so it can turn you up. Like, go full Trey X mode, man. And trust me, everybody been through this situation, bro. Don't worry. A lot of people been through this situation, same as you, bro. Sometimes we don't know why things happen in life, man. It just does. Just does. You feel me? You don't be knowing, but you gotta go with the flow. Nah, facts. You know, I've been there before too, you heard? I'm like, what? No way. Hey, that happened on my birthday, Trey. I remember, I'm gonna take you back. I might have been like, I think I was just gotten out of high school or something, bro. But I still, I had just gotten out of high school, but I was working at McDonald's, you feel me? I'm in the drive-thru, bro. You know, I specifically remember it was around my birthday month, man. I'm in the drive-thru working, and we had just came back from Cali, bro. It's like the girl I'm dating in college when I got my sexy best friend that I was telling y'all about. You know what I'm saying? That's picking me up, but I'm being loyal to shorty. So one thing about her, like, she was like crazy, bro. Like, so she always wanted me to come over to her house. I go to her house, but then she'll be trying to argue with me over at her house. But I wouldn't be trying to argue over her house because her mom would be home, her dad would be home. So she was weird like that. So I remember one time we had gotten this crazy argument, bro, over nothing. And she said when we was outside, I wasn't paying attention to her. When we was outside, like all with her family, so her mom had to come tell her, like, she was tripping. She would be tripping. So she was like, man, she convinced me, bro. She literally convinced me, bro. Begged me, bro, to go to California with them. And I remember my pops like, nah, don't go to Cali with them. And I'm like, man, she's begging me. He like, nah, it's not gonna be a good trip. So I'm like, man, I'm gonna go. So shorty mom paid for the whole trip, you heard? I ended her paying her family back at the end just because I didn't really want them to have that over my head, you heard? So Bro, when we go to Cali, bro, it was the worst setup in the world, bro. I'm talking about Shorty was trying to fight with me about everything when we in Cali, bro. She even was so dramatic one night. She caused a huge scene. Bro, we had to go to the ER because she slammed her hand in the door and was crying. Bro, I'm talking about it was the worst trip, bro. I remember waking up. Like, gang, I remember waking up. I'm telling y'all the trip because the trip is important because what happened after next happened after the trip, bro. So, bro, we was in a room because it was her mom and her pop's room was right next to our hotel room, but she had like two brothers. You know what I mean? So the brothers was there with us too. So I don't know what even happened. She was trying to talk about something. I'm like, man, I don't really want to talk about that, right? We on vacation, and then she like stormed outside. When she stormed outside, I was finna follow her, and she like tried to slam the door, but she slammed her hand in the door. So she started screaming, bro. It's at nighttime, and I'm just like, oh my god. So the brother's like, yo, why you bugging? You know what I mean? Because her brother's like, yo, you tweaking, bro. We had to go to the ER, bro. This girl was like, we was like 22 years old, bro. She was acting like a baby. So we go to the ER. We in the ER for like an hour. After the ER, yeah, bro. My pop said, I told you so, bro. He did. We talk about it today. We laugh about it because I'm like, man, he was right. That was the worst trip ever, bro. Organic machine, I literally wake it. Bro, this how stressed I was on the trip, bro. Keep in mind, bro, this is my first time in Cali, bro. I'm supposed to be enjoying like the palm trees. We had went to Disney World. Is it Disney? Not Disneyland, because Disneyland's in Cali. Bro, we go to Disneyland, bro. She's overly self-conscious, like, cause you know it's baddies, bro. All the girls at Disneyland, the women, grown women looking fine, like you feel me? Like it's Cali. I mean, so she acting like I'm looking at everybody, and I'm like, you tripping? People are all around us. Gang, we with your family, bro. She fighting with me. I don't even want to get on the ride because she tripping about nothing, bro, the whole time, bro. Somebody might be standing next to us. She'll act like like I'm like standing close to the person. Like, bro, we're standing in line to get into the ride. Where else am I supposed to stand when we all standing in line, organic machine, you know, stuff like this? So she ruined the Disneyland experience for me, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't even have fun, bro. The whole time we was there, bro, I swear. Then the whole incident with the finger happened at night. So, bro, we flew back. I ain't know how I was really feeling though. But Shorty was acting all like cool when we on the plane. She trying to be lovey dovey. This after the trip now, you know what I mean? Like I'm just like, man, it's like a sour feeling in my taste in my mouth. Like I'm like, I don't really know. So Shorty was so diabolical. She kept cool for a while, fam. Bro, I remember I think I was still working at McDonald's at the time, bro. And Shorty texted me. She texted me. She was like, yeah, I just after our trip, you know, I just don't think. No, it was crazy. She was like, I just don't think we're compatible. But they just did this shit on my birthday though, gang. So I ain't even really say much. I was just like, all right, yeah, I kind of agree. You feel me? But she wasn't really expecting that answer though. But I didn't really care, bro, cause imagine you asked me to literally come on a trip with you, bro. When I come on a trip with you, bro, that's how you act the whole time. You literally was like, please, please. And I'm like, I don't even got the money. You like, man, my mom will pay for it. You make your mom pay for it. Then I come on a trip and you just fighting with me the whole time. You not even focused on having fun, bro. You just accusing me of looking at this person, looking at that person. You know, trying to talk to this person. Bro, I don't know any of these people. We in a place where it's like so many people around us. How can I, yeah. Bro, she was just tweaking, bro, the whole time. But I'm like, dang, that's why you asked me to come out here? Gang, I was so stressed one day after we came back from the hospital the night of. I couldn't sleep. We got back to the hotel like 3 or 4 in the morning because you know Cali time is like 2 hours behind. Bro, I literally remember laying down and waking up at like 5 in the morning and going for a walk, just walking on a boulevard. Like, bro, I can't wait to get on the plane, bro. Nah, I swear I was like walking at like 5 in the morning. Like, I'm like, bro, I can't wait to get on the plane, bro. I swear. I'm ready to just get on the plane for real, you know what I'm saying? Cause this is a horrible trip, but yeah, Shorty tried to break up with me on my birthday, but I was with it though. I really personally don't like breaking up with people though. You know what I mean? But after that, I can't just go on a trip with anybody, man. You know what I'm saying? Bro, I'm talking about, bro, organic machine. When I say stressing, bro, like imagine we in a pool, bro. It's other people at the pool, bro. It's not like a private pool, bro. It's a public pool. There's women in their bikini. They're swimming in the pool. We're swimming in the pool. If they swim by us, she gonna get mad like at me. She gonna make it seem like I'm swimming by them. That's what I was experiencing the whole time, bro. Out there, I'm telling you. So now I'm like, yo, you tripping. When I say she's tripping, they come to fight. Because what I'm trying to tell her is like, yo, I don't know these folks. I'm here with y'all. Your family's right there. You think I would even talk to this person right here? Your mom? Bro, I'm talking about Shorty mom right there. Her dad with us at the pool. You feel me? Was everybody trying to be at the pool? There's no way for me to bag this girl without your mom, your dad, you know what I mean? Your brothers. Bro, I'm telling you, bro. I just felt like it was just too many beautiful women in Cali. The reason I say that is because I felt like she was jealous, right? I'm gonna tell you this story. I'll never forget this story, right? We had went to this beach, right? It wasn't Venice Beach. It was some other beach. It was the beach where they got the ships. They got the big old ships. She was, bro, because it had to be a lot of insecurity, bro, because I swear I remember, bro. This is a true story. So we went to the beach where they got the big old ships, right? We go there. Now, keep in mind, they got seagulls coming on here on the beach. There's people sightseeing. There's people trying to take pictures of the ship. It's a lot going on. So there's like a little pathway, though, where people got a picnic. You know, there's people like having a picnic in the grass. But you kind of like a walk on the pathway. So, bruh, as we are walking on this pathway, we see there's a girl standing to the right reading a book. Like literally reading a book, like out there, like by the pier, by the ship type vibe. So me, her family, we all see this girl. We are walking back. When we're walking back from this little pathway, bro, the same girl has like a bikini on or something. Cause there's like a little, you could get in the water. She has a bikini on all of a sudden. Bruh. I put this on my life, bro. As we're walking up, this girl literally cuts in front of us, is directly in front of us. Her back is facing her. And my girl was like, why is she even out here like that? And her mom was like, oh my God, she has buns. Yo. Yo, even the brothers was like, oh my God. Like, yo. Cause dude, Shorty was like stacked, fam. And my shorty was hating the whole time, but the funny thing was her mom even acknowledged, like, she was like, oh my God, this girl has buns. When I say buns, I'm talking about like buns. Bro, that was like so funny. The only person that said something bad, I couldn't say nothing, bro. I'm the boyfriend. I'm with the family. I'm just chilling. You feel me? She was caked up, bro. So caked up, it was insane because the girl was like a skinny girl. But she got out her pants. It was like, whoa. We all didn't say nothing. It was me, her dad, or two brothers. We peeped this because Shorty like right in front of us. I'm like, that's like the same girl. I'm thinking like that's the same girl that was reading the book. What's going on? So we don't say nothing. My girl say something first, like, why she out here like that? And her mom like, oh my God, she got buns. Once the mom said that, the brother's like, yeah, she got buns. She got buns. She got the buns. I'm just thinking like, yeah, those is buns right there. Cause if I said something, Shorty might freak out. Like, you know what I'm saying? She might have fought me at the beach. It was like a beach pier type vibe, man. Shorty was about to go for a swim, but she was caked up. I ain't gonna hold you. She was stupid caked up, bro. But that's when I knew there was just too many beautiful girls out there for Shorty at the time. Bro, we didn't say nothing at all, bro. The mom had confirmed it was okay to acknowledge her buns because the mom said it out loud. My girl was like, why she out here like that? Like, hey, my shorty wasn't ugly or nothing, but like I said, it's too many beautiful shorties in Cali, fam. I just feel like appearance for women in Cali is more important, similar to like Miami. And when I say that, like women aren't just going outside casual a lot out there, you feel me? They're literally dressing up. They coming kind of trim, you feel me? Coming kind of right. Yeah, bro, she ruined the whole trip. But the best part is I went back out there by myself and had a good time. Yeah, man, I went back out there. I had a way better time without her. But that just made me think of getting broken up with. I got broken up with on my birthday. That was Shorty's way of getting back at me, was trying to break up with me on my birthday, but I was with it. Bro, I'm talking about after the trip, I just didn't know what to think. I'm just like, man, I don't even know. You know how you kind of like, man, it's you like you want to break up with this person, but you just don't know what y'all really doing for real. Like y'all just, But breakups is a part of life, man. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes things don't last forever. You just gotta appreciate the experience. People have a hard time with breakup because they put everything once again back to the topic, relying on others for happiness. They put all their happiness. Let's go, man. My boy Organic said, I gotta go drive to the river to make some fishing content. Let's go, Organic Machine D, man. Hearing that makes me happy. I actually want to fish one day. I'm gonna go fishing one day. I'm gonna get the fishing rod and I'm gonna try to go catch my first fish, you know what I mean? I'm gonna watch some YouTube videos and all that on how to set it up with the worm and bait. I'm gonna try to just catch my first fish, man. Hearing that makes me happy though, bro. I'm lit that you lit. Yeah, bro. Get in some nature, man. Just go vibe out, man, and then make a good video, bro. You know what I'm saying? Tough Still, what's up? Organic Machine Dean, one of them ones, man. You know what I'm saying? Go make you a dope fishing video, man. A Florida fisherman blew up off of fishing. I don't know if you be seeing the dude from Florida with the dreads, with the wicks. You know what I'm saying? That be fishing. But fishing is relaxing, bro. That's what I heard. Yeah, you be relaxed. So, go out there, relax, enjoy the water. Yeah, hood fishing, the boy. Yeah, that's the boy. Yeah, he made fishing look fun, man. I remember before he like really went big. I used to see him on YouTube. This man said over there weird over there. Nah, man. Whatever you do, doing content that gets you noticed, man. I'm doing content right now. I just got done eating. I don't know if y'all noticed I was eating, but I'm utilizing my phone to do content while I was eating. Saying taking advantage of this technology, bro. I'm not relying on anyone to record my live and anyone to do content for me. I'm doing it myself. I'm relying on myself. I'm going live myself. I'm talking myself. I'm doing the live myself. You know what I mean? This is on my page, so no more relying on people. Some people crazy. They even want to go do an interview on someone else's page, because they think that's gonna change their life as compared if they was to just do their own interview on their page and make more money. Like, why go help this person make money when you could make money yourself? So many people like, let me get on your YouTube when they could have their own YouTube. They could do whatever they want on your, you know what I'm saying? It's like it don't make sense. It don't make sense, man. It don't make sense. So Organic Machine, hearing you saying you about to go make some fishing content is dope, bro. I hope it inspires others. Nah, I know facts, man. Like, when I first started, it'd be crazy chat, man. I just want to talk to the regular folks, man, not the crazy ones. Yeah, it used to be crazy folks in the chat, man, saying kind of outlandish stuff, man. But Organic Dean always been one of them ones, spit the real knowledge. He even drops dope relative, statements and topics to what's being discussed. So, even drop new topics to where I can continue the discussion. You feel me? So it's always good to have you, brother, and keep putting in time and effort into your time, effort, and energy into your channel and all your other multiple channels, man. Keep doing that. Don't work hard, go hard. It's gonna pay off. It's gonna pay off. Somebody's gonna be watching you one day. You know what I mean? Some kid who wants to learn how to fish. Yeah, we got to big up each other, man. Big up each other. At the end of the day, man, somebody inspired me to be on YouTube. So if I can inspire others, bro, that's lit. My thing is, I wish I would have done this 5 years ago. Because knowing then I would have put so much time and energy into it, things would have been different. But maybe I got it at the perfect time, you feel me? Sometimes we want things to be a certain way, but maybe it's the right time right now. This could be the best time for me to have this. God probably gave it to me at the perfect time. That's how I'm looking at it. Nah, bro, that's all I know how to be, man. I don't know, bro. It's just not. I'm not always the most liked though. You gotta understand. people who are themselves, they are not the most liked in a sense, bro. Only certain people relate to them because people are, like I said, everybody is likes to be reliant. So someone who's being themselves is not so much reliant, and people don't really like that because they want you to kind of be like them or be like how they are being, you know what I mean? Or be like how everybody else is. And once they realize like, oh, you don't want to be like that or you don't want to rely on that archetype, you know what I mean? It kind of like makes them not really rock with you. You feel me? But only certain people can understand that though, bro. There's only one way to be, and that's you. But everybody else, they want to be like this person. They want to be like this person. They act like this because of this person. You know what I'm saying? You know, it took me a while to get to this level though, bro. I used to be around a lot of people. Like I say, I'm not perfect. Like I used to be acting like this, acting like that. You know what I mean? And I'm like, nah, man, I don't even really like doing all that stuff, bro. I don't even like being around this person, bro. Man, I just need to be by myself. And being by myself is like, oh, okay. Then there's no pressure. I mean, there's no pressure in me being myself when I'm by myself. 'Cause that's all I know how to be. It ain't like imagine when you go hang out with somebody, you might be trying to impress them, so you might act extra cool. That's pressure. You feel me? Because you're relying on this person's happiness, and that's changing the way you're gonna act. But if you by yourself, it's no pressure because you already know how to be yourself. Like, you feel me? You're not trying to impress no one. There's literally no pressure. Like, you know, some people might go around this person, they try to act extra tough because they want to impress this person. When you by yourself, you don't gotta act extra tough if you're not tough. There's nobody to impress. So yeah, that's the key right there. Being your own best friend, man. Spend time with yourself, man. And people gonna make that seem like it's not the right thing to do. It's not cool. You should be around others. It's like, nah. You only be around others for specific purposes, bro. Not just every day, just cause. Even then, like I said, it has to be an exchange of information, you know, or some type of business, bro. Like right now, we doing content. There's similarity. There's an exchange of information. We're not just sitting here discussing, you know, on beneficial topics. You know what I mean? Like celebrities' lifestyle. You know, like what we was talking about. It's beneficial. Like doing content. You know, every day I do a live, trying to put some valuable in the live. It might not be valuable to all, but it might be valuable to some. You know what I'm saying? Maybe people heard this already. You know, maybe they don't care. You know, so I'm not relying on who it's for. Is this valuable in the sense of from my perspective, but it might be relatable. You know, but you doing content and saying you about to do content that's relatable. Hearing that makes me excited, bro. That gets me happy. Cause I imagine when I was sitting watching somebody thinking of doing content, you know, and I'm like, man, can I even do content? You know, what's doing content gonna be like? Am I gonna like doing this? You know, like, you know, the one thing I didn't think about was like, oh, I need to be famous. I didn't think about that. So that's why I came with the mask. Cause I'm like, okay, well, if I do content, I want to do content a certain way to where I just want to still be able to walk around normally without having to take pictures, do none of that stuff. Because I don't really gravitate a lot of that stuff, you know what I mean? So I'm like, okay, this how I'm going to do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's how it came about. But other than that, you know, I love doing content, man. I love YouTube. I've been watching a lot of stuff on YouTube. I check out a lot of other people's content on YouTube. Anything interesting I watch, you know, just to learn. Um, as far as like where do I see the channel going, man? Just good vibes, um, better videos, you know what I mean? Eventually I want my pops to show y'all how to cook some things. at the crib, you feel me? So, yeah, it's the intention that matters. Nah, most definitely, man. I just want people to be like, man, YS can do it, I can do it. That's it. That's all. You know what I mean? If YS can do it, I can do it. That's it. That's the inspiration right there, bro. You know, it's nothing about anything else, man. Yeah, yeah. Have a good time though. Enjoy the fishing though. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you drop a fire vid. Let's go. Really, let's get it. You feel me? I will be doing a live later though. A live later tonight. Later tonight around like 11. Like around 11, man. So you guys tune in, man. If you haven't had the chance yet, head to the Patreon, man. Some good content on the Patreon. Also, check out the ebook. You know, the link is in the bio for the ebook. It's a quick read, quick passage. You know, self-help ebooks, volume 1 and volume 2. Volume 3 is completed. It just hasn't been published. So let's get volume 1 and volume 2 going. Let me know what you think of the read if you do read it. You know what I'm saying? The Guide to an Everlasting Mindset, man. Self-help ebook. It's not gibberish. It's actual good intel. So hopefully you check it out, man. The link is in my bio. Patreon link is in my bio. Discord, you want to be a part of the Discord. Discord link is also in the bio. You know, or the Discord link is on my page as a post. You know, you guys go ahead, hit that bio up, hit that link in that bio up. A lot of good information in there, for real. But I will try to go live later, man. I'm gonna try to see if I can stay for like another 9 minutes, man, so we can crank an hour live in. You know what I'm saying? We did have one person, I think, go to the Patreon yesterday, Rico. I gotta go check that out and see. You know what I'm saying? But still need more members on that Patreon vibes. The Patreon just gonna get better and better and better. And better and better and better. It's something new, like where I can just talk without the camera. How do y'all like this vibes, man? Y'all like this vibes without the camera? Or not really? Yo, Mr. Keep It Simple, let's go. Yeah, man. I told him, I'm like, man, I see MKIS do this, man. I kind of like got this from him. You know, basically was just talking about, you know, believing in yourself, man, not putting your faith and trust in everybody else to be disappointed. You know, at the end of the day, only kids should be dependent. And even if you do, you know, are dependent on a parent, you know, only them can help you so much. Nah, really? How did that interaction go though? You know what I'm saying? You said you forgot. You can't forget you missed the MKIS. You know what I'm saying? MKIS, man. Somebody saw you, they recognized, like, is that MKIS? Nah, they wanted a flick. Nah, that's crazy. He said it was the best feeling in the world, low key. I feel like it's gonna start happening a lot more. Cause I told you, man, you're way bigger online than what it seems for real. You know, and that wasn't a cap. That was facts. I feel like I said, man, a lot of people are tuned in. Some of the biggest people tune into your content, man. Like the other day, I'm watching your video. I'm like, my man's really at the Dollar Tree. you like, who you know gonna rock a live in front of the Dollar Tree? And I'm like, nah, he not capping. This is genius. It's something different. But besides the creative portion of it, man, the message. Yeah, he was a youngin, man. He was a youngin, but it's a lot of people that's watching you. I'm telling you, it's a lot of people that's watching you, man. Youngins, older people. I feel like your range is like a wide range. You know what I'm saying? I feel like even the women watch you too, but some of them might not say they do, but they do. You know what I'm saying? They do. So it's just like it's just the start for real, man. It's just the start. I tell these guys all the time, I'm like, yo, Mr. Keep It Simple inspired me to get a YouTube, you know what I mean? And there's been people who's came on here was like, oh man, YS, I got a YouTube, bro. You know what I mean? Cause you told me just do content. I'm like, yeah, somebody told me that, you know what I mean? So it's very possible. Don't think it's impossible, man. And that's one of the messages I preach all the time. It's like, oh yeah, my guy Malik SM is one of those guys, Mr. Keep It Simple, man. It's somebody here that created a YouTube channel, man, from the same message you told me, you know, to be a FLS, not a sideline watcher, you know what I mean? So it's a good message though. You've been doing good. You've been doing good for the universe, man. Just keep doing good. Keep producing them gems. It's better than the jewelry store, man. Them gems you dropping better than the jewelry store, man. They better than the moistenites, man. They better than the cubic zirconiums, man, you know? You know, some of these guys ain't got the real diamonds for real. So them gems you dropping better than the jewelry store. I almost said grocery store. Them gems is emeralds, rubies, you feel me? He said, in the war, you came to the front line. Thank you for keeping it. Nah, man, stay blessed, Mr. Keep It Simple is all love, man. And I feel like, personally, it's crazy. I've been getting hate because since I called in, it's been a lot of like bot accounts on my lives. A lot of them come in and they come in with my name, YsEats. Some say still FYS. So I'm looking like, yo, the trolls is on my heels, but I'ma always support you, man. You one of the real ones, bro. It don't matter. At the end of the day, it's all about the truth. You know what I'm saying? It's not about the frauds. So, you know, I love that I picked up on your channel. I love that I took the message and executed it. I just gotta work a little more harder. You know what I'm saying? Working a little more harder, I can eventually get to, you know, where you talk about it. So that's all I know. Now, most definitely, we definitely troll the trolls, but I was just letting them know. I'm like, dang, them boys popping up with the same name now. But this was happening on his channel though, so that's what's kind of funny. This happened on his live a few times. You know what I'm saying? But life is beautiful, bro. Malik, that's somebody that truly inspired me to do any of this. That individual right there, I would say he's like a mentor online to me. You know what I'm saying? And I used to watch his channel, and I picked up a lot of good information, bro, and executed it, and we here now. So that's really what it's about, man. Picking up what you think is vital, applying it to your life. You know, not everybody gonna relate to certain messages, but if you feel like it's for you, you scoop it up and apply it, and that's why you see YsEats. Yeah, Mrs. Kimber Simple is like the online grand mentor. And the funnier part about you saying that is like he's not favored how you think a grand mentor would be favored, bro. It's a lot of people that once were mentored by this guy that flipped the switch on them, and they flipped the switch on them just because they kind of went back on their commitment to being the better people that they say they would be. You feel me? So it was like a battle with self. But besides that, it's like a lot of people are still in his cadence online, bro. They're still in his message online. Um, they make videos about him, but they once followed him, so it's kind of weird. You feel me? But yeah, I would say as far as like the wave online, he's sparking a wave for real, man. He sparked a wave for real. You feel me? That's why I got 7 channels, man. My man was like, Start a YouTube. Start more than one channel. If you can start 20, start 20s. I'm like, all right, I like 7. Let's do 7. You know what I mean? So that's where I tell y'all all that from. I don't tell y'all that just cause my man's is like he has 51,000. You know what I'm saying? He has 51,000 subscribers. He does a live, he does like his production is crazy. Bro puts out so many videos, it's hard to keep track. It's hard to keep track. He'll do like 3 lives a day. He might put out 2 videos on one channel or 3 on the other channel. So it's like it's so much content for you to consume. You have to catch up, But this is why I tell y'all like be productive, be proactive, like go crazy, go stupid, because I'm watching somebody else do this. You know what I'm saying? So if I'm watching somebody else do this and I'm seeing the implement execution and strategy they're using, and I'm applying some of the skills and strategy that I acquired from them, I'm gonna keep it a being with y'all, keep it 1,000 with y'all. Malika Sim, when you got time, man, go over there and then tap into some of the message, bro, so you can understand like exactly what he's talking about, what he's discussing. Yeah. And he speaks against that, and that's one of the issues though, man. Yeah. He speaks against that. He speaks against that, bro. And everybody doesn't want you speaking against the haram things that they do in life, the ill things they do in life. They just want you in agreement. You know what I'm saying? But that's not how it works all the time, man. So it's kind of crazy, man. But at the end of the day, yeah, that's go over there and check out the page. The live is coming to an end, man. I love you all, man. Thanks for tuning in, Malika Sim, bro. Hopefully you get well. Shout out to Mr. Keep It Simple, man. MKIS for tuning in. Shout out to everybody that tuned in, man. Trey X, man. Organic Machine Dean, man. I appreciate all of you guys, man. I will be live later, man. If you have not went to the Patreon, head to the Patreon ASAP. All right. Cheers, Malik. Get well soon.